Welcome to Bill's Bridge class, class 55.
Transfer Lebensohl. Here's the situation. Your partner opens a strong no trump, 15 to 17 balanced. Right-hand opponent intervenes with either a Capoletti or a don't or an overcall of some kind or some other convention. You are the responder. What should you do? The solution. If right-hand opponent doubles, it's quite simple. A redouble shows any balanced hand where you want to penalize the opponents. 6 or more high card points is fine. And by the way, one no trump redoubled is a great score. That's game. Any other bid is natural as though right hand opponent is passed, so they really haven't bothered you a bit. However, if the bid is 2 clubs or greater, it gets a little more complex. Over 2 clubs, a double is a stolen bid. It says, partner, I would have bid 2 clubs, which is statement, and responder bids as though, and opener rebids as though you had asked statement. And other bids are as though right-hand opponent is passed. When you get past 2 clubs, many people play stolen bid all the way through, and that is workable, but not as efficient as what I'm going to show you, which is called Transfer Lebensohl. On any other bid, here's how it's going to work. First of all, ask the meaning of the opponent's bid. It's one of 2 things. It either shows both majors, in which case you go to response set A, which we're going to cover shortly, or it doesn't. It shows 1 or 2 suited hand. In that case, go to response set B. Here's response set A. The opponent's bid shows both majors. For example, if the opponents were playing Capoletti, they'd bid 2 diamonds, showing both majors. If they're playing don't, they'd bid 2 hearts, showing hearts and spades. Here are your responses. If you bid 2 hearts, assuming it's an available bid, if it were Capoletti, it's game forcing and it's showing a club suit. Remember, the opponents are showing the majors, so you're probably not interested in finding a major suit fit. 2 spades is game forcing, showing diamonds. 2 no trump is alertable. It's Lebensohl, and it occurs in both response set A and response set B. It is a relay. It's alertable, and it asks partner to relay to 3 clubs. We'll cover that later in this presentation. 3 clubs or 3 diamonds are natural and invitational. 3 hearts and 3 spades are game forcing, but they show a singleton or void in the suit bid. Continuing the response set A, where the opponents have shown both majors. 3 no trump is to play, but notice you do not promise stoppers in either major suit, underline, underscore. A double is penalty oriented. You have at least 1 major suit stopped, and any double by your partner will be translated as penalty. A new suit at the 2 level is natural and non-forcing. The response is if the opponent's bid shows 1 or both or 2 suits, but they're not both majors. 1 might be, but not both. A new suit at the 2 level, if it's available, is natural and not forcing, not invitational. A suit at the 3 level is a transfer to the next suit, excluding the opponent's suit and invitational or better values. We'll expand on that in a minute. A Q bid is stamen with no stopper. 2 no trump goes into the Lebensohl, which we're going to cover later. Partner relays to 3 clubs. Completing the response set B, where opponent's bid shows 1 or 2 suits but not both majors. 3 no trump is natural but shows no stopper. The double shows cards with no clear action. Here are some principles of Transfer Lebensohl which apply to both set A and set B responses. All responses are based on fads. Fast always denies stoppers. If you arrive there quickly, you're not promising stoppers. If you go slowly, you do, and you'll see that in the pattern of the responses. Second, when we talk about transfers, we're talking about transfers through the opponent's suit, not to the opponent's suit. There's a distinguishing between q-bidding the opponent's suit and transferring through the suit. Here's an example. South bids 1 no trump. West bids 2 hearts and North bids 3 diamonds. Let's see what that means. Let's assume that 2 hearts is Capoletti. It shows hearts and a minor suit. In that case, 3 diamonds is a transfer to what? Well, it's not a transfer to hearts, but it's a transfer through hearts to spades with an invitational or better hand. So there you have it. That is the transfer through concept. Now we wrap up this entire series with what happens after Lebensohl 2 no trump. Well, opener rebids 3 clubs, and now it is responder's turn for a second bid. A pass says, I want to play 3 clubs. A Q bid of the opponent's promised suit, whatever it is, shows stamen with a stopper or stoppers if there's 2 suits involved. Other 3-level suit bids are sign-offs. That's how you sign off at the 3-level. They're not invitational. And 3 no trump is to play, but the difference is since you went slowly, fads applies, and you are promising stoppers in the opponent's suit or suits. That's it.
There you have Transfer Lebensohl. Now, bridge is a fascinating game. For every tit, there's a tat. For every tat, there's a tit. We need to turn the table around again and handle what happens when the opponents now use 2 suited overcalls, such as the unusual no trump, Michael's Q bid, or top and bottom Q bid. As the responder to the opener, how do you handle this situation? You need to be prepared for it. That's what we'll cover tomorrow. See you then.